Yeah. Let me take you back, man. Before things are things, you know what I mean?
Before the snapbacks and before the grills, before the Cadillacs and before the wheels, before the fake raps and before the deals, before you and me could ever kill. Before the snapbacks and before the grills, check it out. Before the Cadillacs and before the wheels, before the fake raps and before the deals, before you and me could ever kill. Ride or die, niggas wanna pay the cost. Not a place in rhymes, nigga, like a Pentecost. Pretty mama want catch a nigga floss. Made a mark, run the streets like a fucking boss. Before snapbacks, put my swag up. Before the dealers made a deal with the cops. Before my mama got married to my pops. Before they broke it off, shows it never lost. Before the real rap and before the hate. Writing rhymes in the booth just to levitate. Juvenile style, homie, never praise. Put a prize to your pride and we celebrate. Before killers in the hood took a shot. Before little girls showed up in the club. Rush, nigga, rush, get a fresh apart. Before the bottom had a battle with the top. Gangstars, every block took a shot. Before rap music twisted into rock. Before the days when I never thought to stop. Before the homicide robbers at the shop. Before the strip clubs and the barber shops. Before my verse and the rhymes and the tracks. Before the tall shorts and the wides and the blacks. Before the last truths and before the facts. Before the snapbacks and before the grills. Before the Cadillacs and before the wheels. Before the fake raps and before the deals. Before you and me could ever kill. Before the snapbacks and before the grills. Before the Cadillacs and before the wheels. Before the fake raps and before the deals. I would like me before without this. Before the presidents and them Democrats. Before the politics and them artifacts. Before the builders and architects. Before the this and the that, matter of fact. Before the guns, bulletproofs and the masks. Before the battle zone, parliaments and the jails. Before the suspects, arrest and them bails. Before the Westerners ever thought to sell. Got my pages written, thoughts, get a piece of me. Now they wanna know about me, Beast the Beast. Before I rap and before my first tracks. Before Big Beast and before Raw Deep. Before the love stupid and before debate. Before the roads and the house and the gate. Before the Bible and the church and before the faith. Before the mics and the chords and before the stages. Before black niggas ran for president. Before the garage and the beefs and the peace. Before Huded Myk ever been a beast. Before the southwest, north and the east. Before the world and before the continent. Before the animals, humans and the plants. Before enemies and my best friends. Before mistakes, right, and a second chance. Before the snapbacks and before the grills. Before the Cadillacs and before the wheels. Before the fake raps and before the deals. Before you and me could ever kill. Before the snapbacks and before the grills. Before the Cadillacs and before the wheels. Before the fake raps and before the deals. Before you and me could ever kill. Hey, before the snapbacks and before the grills. Before the Cadillacs and before the wheels. Before the fake raps and before the deals. Before you and me could ever kill. Before the snapbacks and before the grills. Before the Cadillacs and before the wheels. Before the fake raps and before the deals. Before you and me could ever kill. Hey! Before the snapbacks and before the grills. Before the Cadillacs and before the wheels. Before the fake raps and before the deals. Before you and me could ever kill. Before the snapbacks and before the grills. Before the Cadillacs and before the wheels. Before the fake raps and before the deals. Before you and me could ever kill. Hey! Whole city crazy,